The Cincinnati Bengals are going to be one of the more interesting teams in the NFL. We talk about the fact this team got offensive line help with a number of additions of your free agency. They got some secondary help with Daxton Hill and company. So this is going to be interesting. We talk about all the different things that the Cincinnati Bengals did, but I do think that at the end of the day, it is going to be very interesting to see how things pan out. So, but I do think that facing right now the Cincinnati Bengals, when we talk about our new segment, patience or pressure, what's facing the Cincinnati Bengals? I think it's interesting because on one hand, you've got a team that just came off a Super Bowl a year after its starting quarterback got injured, and, it was kind of one of those things. Well, you get a pass this one, you tore your ACL, you're the comeback player of the year, all that jazz, whatever. On the same token, you are playing in a tough division. You are now having to find yourself show that this year wasn't a fluke. So when we talk about the Cincinnati Bengals, I feel like this is there's some pressure on the Cincinnati Bengals. Overall, yes, there is a little bit of patience when you think about the fact that this team literally just shocked the entire NFL. Like, just literally shocked everybody. But going to a Super Bowl elevates expectations a little bit. Now, I don't know if they're expected to go back, but I do expect them, I think they're going to be one of the better teams in the AFC. I don't think there's a reason why they can't at least make it back to the AFC Championship game. Joe Burrow is that guy. We knew he was going to be special, didn't we? Like, from that first moment, I think it was one of his early games in his career when he was saying that, he didn't get that call, but he's going to get it down the line when he's the GOAT. And you know what? At first, I thought it was, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was a little cocky, but I'm like, this guy's going to be good. And then he came out week 1 against my Vikings and absolutely showed it. And then it just throughout the season, that's the thing about this team. It doesn't need much. Like, it doesn't need much of a spark to get it going because, Joe Burrow is obviously that guy. But overall, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be a tough time or a tough team. Lord help me. I haven't had my coffee yet. Give me a break. I think they're going to be a tough team, though, especially when you think about the fact that this defense has gotten better. This offensive line is finally – and the thing about this is, nobody talks about the fact that the Bengals are a team that honestly had one of the worst offensive lines. Like, I don't know how the Bengals did it, but I feel like this is going to be one of the more interesting off seasons coming back after he added guys like Ted Karras. I think I'm hopefully saying that correctly. Alex Kapp, La'el Collins. Like, they completely redid their offensive line on the right side. Like, Jackson Carman's coming back, Jonah Williams coming back, great. But they completely redid pretty much their entire starting offensive line, and I love it. I think overall we knew it. Everybody, the writing was on the wall. The offensive line was the worst part about this team, but they went out and fixed it. And I for one, am actually very excited to see what will happen with the Cincinnati Bengals. They've obviously got the big three in Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Also got Joe Mixon, Hayden Hurst is coming in and played some tight end. So and their defense. Nobody talks about this, but Trey Hendrickson might have been one of the most underrated free agent signings last year. Like, their defense took a step. He was a big reason why they took a step forward. He was a big reason as to why they got B.J. Hill back. Did lose Larry Ogunjobi, but I mean it is what it is at that point. He did not pass his physical against the Bears. I mean, they could bring him back on the cheap. That would be interesting. But they also got DJ Reader and all them. So I mean, it is what it is. They also got Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt at linebacker. Who's going to start at corner? I'm not sure. I think Eli Apple, Daxton Hill, all those boys are going to be in competition. Cam Taylor-Britt. I really like Cam Taylor-Britt coming out of Nebraska, though. But at the end of the day, back to the subject at hand here. They're a stacked team. I think they've got a good coach to lead it all. I do think it will be interesting to see how it all unfolds. But at the end of the day, there is pressure, unfortunately, facing the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, that's what a Super Bowl does to you, but I do think they will rise up to the occasion. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. Greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. You guys are all awesome. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. Give us a like and a follow there. We greatly appreciate it. Also in the description, you'll find our link to our iTunes, so give us a listen and a sub there. Also, finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about what is facing the Cincinnati Bengals. Is it patience or is it pressure?